Shake it out.
It's LIN live with Spank and Sam. It's a show for everyone, boy, woman, girl, and man. So tune in on Facebook and YouTube. Guaranteed to make you laugh and make you feel good. Yeah, it's the LIN live show with Spank and Sam. It's the LIN live show with Spank and Sam. It's the LIN live show with Spank and Sam. It's the LIN live show with Spank and
Oh, welcome to LIN Live, where we are just waking up from our Sunday naps and ready to do this show for you guys tonight. I am Alfonso Spanky Jones, and we have here.
I'm Samuel Sam Anthony. Good evening, people.
Greetings and salutations. I got my sexy, sleepy voice on right now.
That is just sleepy.
It's been such a long week, and we're just happy. I'm happy that I've made it to the end of the week. Tomorrow is my day off, kind of, but I will sleep all day tomorrow. I promise I will. What about you, Sam? What's tomorrow for you?
I don't know. Whatever the wind says. I have nothing. I don't know what's going on tomorrow. Something's gonna happen. Hopefully, it's rest and relaxation.
Same. That is my prayer.
If not, I'll just not answer my phone and then tell people that Jesus died for my sins. And
my calendar says Easter Monday though, so I think Easter has carried on into 2 days now.
Oh, that's fancy.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Easter got 2 days now.
Resurrection Day Part 2.
Part 2.
This is a 40-day span when he was teaching after he rose. So, but yeah, I'm on day number 1 of Jesus pre-risen or post-risen.
Post-risen.
So I have to be here, to make sure I hear with the other people here.
So that is the plan for tomorrow. I'm going to tomorrow will be my Sabbath. I will rest on tomorrow. Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, Fate is trying to make her appearance. Hey.
Happy Resurrection Sunday, Fate. I know you can't hear me, but pretend like you can.
She licked me. Yay. So as we were saying, this week has been very long. We're in construction at the Liberty Chicago Church, and that has been chugging away. If you watched today's broadcast, you saw a glimpse of what the church is going to look like when it's finished, because we have the new walls, the wall up, and it's going to get better from there. Like, it's only going to get better. Imagine if we had time to really set things up and get everything dialed in and then leave it there.
Yeah, that'd be love, but we don't. So
not until next week. We'll be able to leave it after next week in Jesus' name, if everything goes according to plan this week.
Please pray that we don't have to move instruments.
Dude, I have one more organ move in my body. And then my body will go on strike. I can't move another organ for another 5 years.
No organs, no drums, no speakers, no. What else are you? No wires, no microphones, no.
Happy Resurrection Day, Purvis.
Is that a fist? Is he swinging on that side?
He throwing punches on Resurrection Day.
Punching us in the chest. Jesus, you. All right.
When people send that emoji, I always feel somewhat offended. I'm like, are you punching me in the face? Is this a virtual punch in the face? Or
I don't know. It's kind of rude. You're just gonna come on and punching us.
I feel like this way is a punch, and then like the fist bump one is like the one that goes this way.
Yeah, that has to be it. Or maybe try to fist bump up. So
Nah, don't fist bump me frontward, yo. Like, give me the side one.
Give me sideways.
Fist me from the side. It was a fist bump. Okay. Yeah, don't fist me from the front. Fist me from the side.
You feel me?
Ah,
Well,
sorry guys, we're waking up.
I'm trying to do this show.
We're trying. We're working
Let's
on
start over again. Well, welcome to LIN Live.
it. Well, yeah. So also we have merch. I don't know if you guys knew this because you guys are not buying it like you don't know. So we're gonna let you know. Like we have merch and we need you to buy it. Like we need you to buy it. We know you got your stimmies, so stimulate us. For just one sweatshirt a day, you can help support two black young men that are trying to do a talk show for a network of churches and entertain the masses. So, if you don't mind, thank you. Thank you for fisting me from the side. Um, if you don't mind, please buy sweatshirts. Not t-shirts. Well, t-shirts are cool too, but buy sweatshirts because they help us more than t-shirts.
The
Look
link
at
is
the.
above. We will throw it in the comments at some point in time.
Now I'm just gonna point at it because he knows. I think he did it on purpose.
He just like, ah, I can't even disrupt this show. I'm gonna ask a bunch of questions throughout the show that I know the answers to already. Like, hey, what color is the background? Hey, what's this show called? Hey, where's the link to the merch? Hey, follow us on Instagram at LIN Live Official.
Okay, Sam, my router is back up, so I need you to cover for me as I switch internet real quick.
Okay, cool.
All right.
I am covering for Spanky right now as he switches internet. So, welcome, y'all. This is going to be a good episode. This is What's Love Got to Do with It Part 2. So, we have a couple, three, it's a triple dope couples coming on for this episode. So, we're really excited. Let us know where you all spent your Resurrection Sunday at. Like what church, if you went on a Easter egg hunt, if you just stayed at home, kicked your feet up. If you church hop, let us know, in the comments, where did you spend your Resurrection Sunday at? And then also let us know one of your fondest, whoa, it's a miracle. One of your fondest, one of your greatest Resurrection Sunday memories. I don't think I have any. Oh, I do, but it didn't happen on Easter. It happened like 2 or 3 days before. It happened on a Friday. So this was back in like 2000 ish, around 2009, 2008. I was hosting the Easter production at Liberty Chicago, and we had animals there.
I remember this.
And I believe it was a donkey that took a poop in front of the pulpit during the middle of the Easter production. So that was one of my most fondest memories of Resurrection Sunday. And
So, are we allowed to say that word since we're talking about donkeys?
or I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
I mean, we've had enough cussing on the show this
yeah,
season. We've had a lot of words said on this show for like. So, hopefully, our guests don't cuss tonight.
yeah. Please, no cussing, guys.
uh,
So some of our guests, their faces backstage was like, really, no cussing?
yeah, no, like
Okay, what?
Cena and Lindsay, we're looking at you. Cena and Lindsay, we are looking at you. No, actually, I think Reggie's the wild card. Reggie's the wild card. He might cuss us. He might cuss everybody.
It's just sit quiet.
Real relaxed. You.
Oh,
Well, as you guys may know, tonight is part 2 of What's Love Got to Do with It, and we have a whole new set of couples for you guys. One of the couples are literally a new couple. So let's get into it because I know we have a lot of wisdom and a lot of new wisdom on the show tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please why don't you introduce this couple, Sam? This couple is near and dear to your heart.
all right. So this couple I have known all their lives, and I practically raised them both. So without me, and Jesus, this marriage wouldn't have happened. You know, I introduced them. I paid for their first date. I'm lying about all this. You lied on Jesus' day. You lied on the day that Jesus got up. Give it up for my brother and sister. Now, my sister in love, Lindsay and Jerry.
Lindsay and the newlyweds.
Hey.
They newly married.
Did you guys mean to do that little like?
Great
Did you guys
introduction.
did you guys mean to do an anime greeting? Like both of y'all just did like the most cheesy anime greeting. Like
Yeah. Yeah, man.
We're the new, so we got to be cute about it. Like we're still in live.
we're still together. All right. This next couple has been near and dear to my heart. I introduced them way back. No, I didn't. But they this is I think together they've been on the show separately, but now this is their time together. Ladies and gentlemen, collectively welcome Reggie and Cena.
Hey, family.
Now, Reggie, we saw your reaction to the no cussing rule. Please honor that, sir. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Reggie, we saw your reaction to the no cussing rule. Please honor that, sir.
I am having audio trouble. Hold on real quick.
As we heard, because I just heard myself all over here.
Hey, repeat it one more time. I never heard that again. I was never warned.
But as we, it's so weird to hear myself laugh. Sam, do we have another guest to welcome to the show?
We do have another guest. So I want to welcome to LIN Live my backbone, my rib. What are you doing in the car, lady? My beautiful wife, Lori. Come on, love. Come join the peoples.
Yay!
Why you like me?
Hey!
Oh, look at that.
Oh, cut
Put
that
it
out.
off for the internet, people.
This is a PG show, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. So, man, the last discussion we had was it got really good, and people were just like, "Hey, y'all should do that again," and we were like, "Okay."
See how it works. We do stuff. People like it. We do it again.
Right? The audience is going crazy for Lauren because she has.
Hi, people. I am here.
She didn't blow us off. This is like the third time she's supposed to be on the show.
It's not the third. I have legit reasons, though.
We all got legit reasons.
You said they were down up into that Lord.
Yeah, no.
You guys just so smack, man. You gonna get smacked.
We always have one guest that has like super interesting internet, and Jerry and Lindsay are that couple tonight. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Are we buffering on y'all end? Like that's what it is.
You guys are like breakdancing, like you're just like pop locking electronically.
We gotta log out loud back in. We can do that.
No, I mean you're here now. We just we'll have to trouble through it. Reggie, Cena, y'all good? Can y'all hear everybody? Okay.
Y'all good.
It's a delay on everybody's here.
One's having sound problems. One's having.
I'm dying to the internet devil.
When I come on here, everybody stuff.
I know that's.
Oh, okay. So they said they can't hear us,
No,
but they can
that's
hear
you.
us. We're just having technical difficulties tonight. Okay, let's do this.
We're gonna kick everybody off.
We're gonna have Jerry, Lindsay, and Reggie and Cena come back. Y'all go out and come back, and then we're gonna have you guys come. Okay, is that cool?
Yes.
I'm gonna type that to Reggie because I don't think he heard this.
And Jerry and Lindsay probably heard us 3 years later. Okay, cool. Y'all not gonna leave.
Y'all gonna kick us.
I was waiting on her to say something so I could just boot her off real quick.
So while we waiting on them, Sam and Lo. Well, we've heard Sam's side of the story of how you guys met, and the story about it. Lo, tell us your side of the story.
We met at a mutual friend birthday party. At this party, Sam was silent. He didn't say anything to me at all. I thought he was kind of a jerk, actually. Um, I want to say a few days later, I got an inbox from him. I didn't answer it right away. I was looking like, is this that mean, quiet boy that was at Destiny's party? So I hit her up and was like, do you know Samuel? And she was like, oh, yeah, he's cool, blah, blah, blah. And so I responded to his inbox, which was very poetic. You couldn't help but to respond to it. It was so respectful and just full of grace, just as he is.
Okay.
I want mean to you.
Man, he had the fedora on, like this biker jacket, and was sitting in the corner like with a mug. I'm like, okay, light skin. I won't say nothing to you then.
Don't get on the internet lying on the Jesus Risen Day. I can't believe it. I don't own a biker jacket, ladies and gentlemen. Never have. I do want one though. So if you find a really dope biker jacket, please send it to me.
Whatever. But
That's funny though. So Sam's DM game was very poetic, huh? Very full of grace.
I slid in the DMs like this.
Yes, very respectful deal. It wasn't no hey, little mama, no, nothing like that. It was very respectful and very nice.
Jared Lindsay, I think we're just gonna have to roll with what you guys got going there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it's better.
No.
No. But,
See, I'm not seeing any of the stuff you all are talking about though. Like it's fine on my end. I'm gonna see if I can redo it because I'm using my phone now. I'm gonna see if I can redo it on my laptop again.
Okay.
okay.
Can you see? Can you hear us?
We can hear you and see you, just in parts.
Yeah. Singing in parts. Okay.
Okay.
I will see you later.
This is turned out to be one fun show.
This is. We usually have some issues before the show.
Before the show, never during the show. Like we either tough it out or like they just magically not come back. Like let's try it again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Reggie and Stina.
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yes. Can y'all hear us?
Yes, we can now.
Shabado.
Yes,
Come on.
Yes.
Kiss a mosquito.
row your boat gently down the stream.
Wait,
Mitsubishi, Kawasaki.
No, but in this case, Jaquay is right. They are on some 16-bit internet that they got going on over there. But so they're just telling the story of Lo was telling her side of the story of how they met. You guys want to share your how y'all met story?
Sure. I'll let her tell her version first because it's going to be longer.
That's right.
Great version.
We met salsa dancing. We were sitting at a club, and we were the only two people left sitting down talking about church.
Yeah. So my version was actually mine will be a little long, but one of my friends was telling me, this is back when I wasn't quite saved. He was like, "Hey man, yeah, quite saved." She was like, "Hey man, salsa night, man, it's like 10-1 girls, man. You gotta come." So I was like, "That sounds like good odds to me." So we ended up going, and one of my friends knew one of her friends, and pretty much we were all there. And I'm like, "Oh my God, who should I talk to? Who should I talk to?" So every guy that got up, she was just sitting there. I was like, "Oh, perfect." So I went and talked to her. I was like, "Hey, do you know how to salsa dance?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Can you teach me that, that little corny line?" And it worked.
My man.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But
So
it's funny because we ended up talking. She used to sing with Hezekiah Walker back in the day. I'm a musician. I'm like, interesting. So,
see, I
that's
know
kind of
Let's
how
just
I
try to
started.
get in.
Yeah, you're right.
Not that way.
Get in.
Oh, wait.
I wasn't quite saved then.
All right. Well, no. So after that, like who? So you made the first move, Reggie. How did you guys continue after that? Who made the who said, "Let me get your number"? Was this pre DM?
Yes, it was way pre-DM.
Way.
This was 99.
Hey, I graduated from junior
99.
high that year.
Now I'm going to the two
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Okay.
So yeah, as we were talking, I wasn't even thinking about like, getting a number or anything. We were just having a good conversation. And then they got up and left and they were out the door. And I was like, why didn't I get a number? So I ran outside, called her, got her number, and they said they was waiting to see when I left to see what I was driving. But,
Come on, ladies.
You trying to do my man
I
like
didn't say that. One of my friends said that.
yeah.
So seeing as you're the chill friend in the group, huh? You just like that. You're the one that everybody else be talking for.
No. Mm-mm. I don't need nobody talking for me. No, actually, I had just moved to San Diego. So that was my first time going out here. And I thought the people were really weird. So we went out. It was quite interesting. But when we went out, it was fun. And I met Reggie, and we actually were friends for a year before we even started dating.
Holy friends.
Very holy.
Come on, holy friends.
Yeah.
Reggie looks so upset by that. He's going to a place right now.
It was so long ago.
He's still not healed from it. Reggie needs some deliverance. Lindsay, Jared, can y'all just give us a glimpse of, just move around and see if your internet's better? Okay.
Anything?
It's better.
Okay. We working
Nope.
through. We have the same internet company, so can you hear us?
We can hear you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Maybe we needed to restart our router like you had to restart yours. Maybe that was it because we have the same internet company. Maybe it's them. It's them.
Don't worry about it now. You're here now.
We're stuck now.
Yeah.
Yay.
We'll send you the trash internet award later.
No, I think you quit yet.
It's all just
But no, that's cool. So y'all were just friends for a week, and then
No, a year.
A year.
Oh yeah. Said a week.
My bad, a year. And then who was like, you know what? Let's do this for real. Was it Reggie that just like was like, let's do this, or Cena was like, I'll allow you to do this?
Do what? Nah.
Do what?
Actually, I didn't even really like Reggie like that. I used to always say he was like my Steve Urkel, always around. My dad loved Reggie, and I was just like, why are you always inviting him somewhere?
It in good with the dad. You could.
No matter what we had,
Jim.
it was
It's Jim.
oh, invite Reggie. I was like, oh, here we go. And one day I just woke up and I told my sister, I was like, you know who I like? And she was like, who? I was like, Reggie. She was like, what?
The reason she started liking me because I told her no. And I was the first person to tell her no.
Come on.
Dang.
So, Cena, were you you a spoiled child? You never heard no before?
Yeah.
Wow. And she was like, the audacity, the unmitigated gall.
Right.
I
Like,
think I like him.
how dare you tell me that?
So, Reggie, what was your response to it? She was like, did she tell you that she liked you, or How did that happen?
Yeah, but I wasn't really going for it at the time.
He said I was immature. I actually still got the letters.
Who he
Wait,
wrote you a letter?
I kind of grew up telling the truth, so it was what it was. I'd rather her know how I really felt than me trying to act and just try to get something by acting. I just let us know straight up. Nah, I don't feel the same way.
I just want to appreciate the fact that you just got a good like response to actual handwritten letters,
No.
because we're all in a generation where that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
I had wrote a letter and I was like, yes, no, maybe, and he checked maybe,
And
and
then
then
he
he
wrote,
told me, yeah.
did you have a comment section at the bottom of your note? Like, maybe.
Also,
I wish, like, the way stuff is now, it would have been so much easier. I could have just talked the words and like, yeah, blah 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 blah. I had to write it out, so God.
Wait, did you do the pen lick? He was like, ah.
Dip it every once in a while.
No, that's cool. It's great to hear you guys' like the stories behind like the relationships. And let's hear one more story. We got the story of the newlyweds. They just got married like last week.
or Gen Z, as people like to call it.
So Jerry
We
Lynch,
like to talk.
tell us your stories. How did you guys meet? How did you guys become a couple and all that stuff? What led up to the marriage?
So we met, of course, in church and in school. I went to Liberty Academy all the way up till like they closed. So we had ended up at one point sharing a classroom because like I was in 4th grade, so he was in 5th grade. There it was. I was in 4th grade, he was in 5th grade. And like I think that's when he actually stood out to me. He was like, oh, this kid's funny. Hey. But that's the thing. So Jerry says he remembers me from the church. No, from school actually. Jerry says he remembers us playing like on the playground. I'm like, I don't remember that part, but I remember him mostly in church. I remember him from like church and like Sunday school, etc., etc. Like there was actually a time in Sunday school we were just like there was actually a time in Sunday school like we actually got called out when someone was like, y'all just gonna start dating already? And I was like, no, I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm like, we're supposed to be learning about Jesus. Y'all talking about dating. Leave me alone.
First and foremost, Liberty Academy was all about dating. Like
the academy was about dating.
A Christian academy was
Sunday school at church.
All the students that went to Liberty Academy know what Liberty Academy was about. No, I'm joking.
I don't know. I've never experienced that at Liberty Academy. Oh, come on. Like 14.
Anywho, go ahead. Continue your story, Jerry and Lindsay. So y'all dated from like 4th, 5th grade up until when? Like when did you guys like know like? Because you got childhood relationships, and then how did you know it was like serious?
No, we didn't start dating in 4th, 5th grade. Like we saw each other's existence.
Yeah.
We like, oh, it's a human. Like I didn't know anything about like feelings or like, oh, boys, and I know nothing about that. I was just like, we're in school. I'm here. Mommy and Daddy said I have to learn my 2 + 2s and my 4 × 4s. And like I was just in school, but like that's when I remember at least him being in my visual presence.
Okay. So when did you guys start dating?
We started dating in 2015.
Yeah.
Okay.
2015. How it happened?
Quick question. So y'all met each other what year? You realized each other's existence in what year?
That would be
04. If I was in fourth
03,
grade.
04.
No.
Or 03, 04.
Yeah. If I was in fourth grade, 04.
Yeah, I graduated.
So that's when we kind of. Oh no. Hey, well, we did write letters. He did write me letters. So.
Jerry looked like he wrote letters. And judging by you guys on the internet, you're gonna still be wearing letters.
Yeah, I just gotta write the letter. Just say return to sender.
Dear internet provider. Yeah, we started dating in 15, and the way it happened was someone made the first move. I'm not gonna say who, but somebody did. Somebody. And it took us like maybe 2 weeks to be like, so we together or not? So we together or not? So we together or not? And then finally, like, I was raised in that household, like we could not date. Like I had to go ask my parents for permission. So I had to be like, hey, if I start dating, y'all gonna be upset? Nah, yeah, nah, maybe. So that's that. We kind of got the parental blessing, and that's how it kind of went.
Question. So you had this is 2015.
Yeah.
And you had to ask in 2015.
Yeah.
How old were you in 2015?
You was 21.
Yeah.
I was 21.
I was 21. He was 22. So I was like grown, but you have to remember, like, we had I had the parent, right? I had the parents where it's like we were close to cuff kids. So like
you have to talk to the world doesn't know your situation, so that's why I'm asking these questions.
Oh, no, that's fine. Ask away. Yeah, we were close to cuff kids, like where all the other kids in church were sitting with all their friends, we were still like sitting with mommy and daddy. Like I want to sit with the teenagers and the kids in their 20s, and like, mommy and daddy was like, you're gonna sit here, you're gonna learn the word, you're gonna learn what Psalms is, and Howard be thy name, all of that. Howard be thy name, all that.
Come on.
So, and see, my sister's like, she tells no lies. She's 3 years older than me. So just imagine, I was 21, she was 24. So it was still the, like, hey, we letting our parents know we have to go to the washroom. So yeah.
As you go meet Jerry by the water fountain, and you'd be like, "Hey, hold my hand for a second." Oh, that's why Jerry was doing the shaky cam during that time.
If I remember correctly, the way it happened with his parents, like we went to his parents too, of course, because I kind of made us, because I'm like, we went to our parents, I kind of want to go to your parents too, like for their blessing. And if I remember it correctly, because remember this is 2015, I think his mom was like, y'all dating, ain't y'all? And I was like, God. I mean, we're requesting today. But
you filled out a request form. You filled out a request form today.
like Cena, yes, no, maybe. Can we date?
Wow, that is. These are interesting stories, man. I am loving it. So, Reggie, Cena, when did you know it was love? When did you feel love in that relationship?
When I felt protected.
Okay.
That's when I knew, like, it's love. That, no matter what, I didn't feel like he was gonna hurt me or I would get hurt by him. So it's the protection.
All right, Reggie.
I can't remember exactly when, but it comes to a moment to where it's like, man, I think she's the one. It's just, like we just talk on the phone and we can actually have a conversation. It was just cool, you know what I mean? So I can't say like on what date or when exactly. It was obviously before we got married, but it was just it was
I
more
do.
like
Oh,
I
I
just
do
know,
love you.
like 5 years later, you know what? I love her. But
Okay.
it wasn't like a magic moment. Like she rubbed my foot one day, and I just I knew. No, it was nothing like that.
Come on, foot rub. Yeah.
You gonna see the face? You like, no, I
Got to speak it into existence.
It's like I ain't touching them feet.
It's not for you, brother.
Jerry and Lindsay, when was y'all I'm in love moment? When did you guys realize it was love?
I'll say for me to imagine her not being in my life and how it would shape out to be. If I can imagine myself with somebody and I'm like, okay, you're not part of my life. I don't feel affected by it as much, but with her, it was losing more than just a person in my life. It was literally losing my best friend. So that's when I knew.
All right, Lindsay.
Yeah. I was waiting for the cue.
She's like, well, fourth grade when I saw him and I knew he was a human.
played on the playground.
Mine's is when he wouldn't stop. Is when he wouldn't stop telling me I love you. Like he was the kind of person where he was cool saying that with just his friends, and I'm like, no, at all. The Lord loves you. But and I was legit, I'm like, could you stop? Like that's creeping me out. But it was that one time where he actually did stop, and I'm like, so you don't love me no more? Like, what's wrong with you? So we're not gonna talk. We're not gonna talk.
Come
Just
on,
when he
sense
said
of
no.
feeling. Right. It's a power in the know. Okay. So Sam and Lauren, when was the reason when was the moment where you was like, I love this person?
Me and Sam were friends for a while, and I want to say like a year into our friendship, we was like going out all the time, talking every day, and we went to a friend of mine's birthday party, and everybody was just like asking if we were together. And at that moment, I'm like, I started thinking, why aren't we together? Like this guy, he's been.
I don't know. Why weren't we together?
But at that moment, I started just like questioning, like, what are we doing? He's been legit so consistent. That's one of the things I really love about Sam is his consistency and being able to lead. Like whenever we went out, he always planned everything, was well prepared. One thing that I really hate is when guys ask you out on a date and be like, what you want to do? Like, dude, if you go ask me out on a date, just tell me what time you picking me up and where we going. Sam,
Okay.
we're like,
hold on, wait a minute. There's some guys just want to make sure that you like what you're about to get into because we don't want to get y'all there and y'all be like, what is this? Why am I here? You know what I'm saying?
At the stage is you get to know a person. That's what you talk for. You get to know what they like, what they don't like. And then based off the conversation that you have, you could choose a date accordingly. Like I told him, I'm a big music person. Love concerts, love live music. He would always find like bars and lounges that had live music going on. We would go to concerts. That was an interest of mine. And he chose dates based on things that I told him I like. And I like was very charmed by that.
I I ain't find nothing. I just asked Spanky. I said, "Hey, Spank, what's what's a good spot to go?" I was dealing my friends out.
And then I would give him my gig list. Like I'm playing here, I'm playing here, I'm playing here.
Yeah, I think we did one of your shows. Yeah. Back in the day.
When you realize that Spanky was at every single one of your days.
There's a sign. There's a sign.
Is that why we kept getting here for free?
Right.
Exactly why you kept getting there for free.
Walking around like I'm the man, like no, I don't. That's all. It's just
Like,
I got plugs.
you on the list, bro. You on the list. And Sam just walk in like, yeah, my name's on the list. And Lauren's over there like, that was. See, no, I'm happy that I was able to contribute to your music love.
Cupid Spank. Cupid Spank.
Thank you.
I think I realized I don't have
That
I don't have a specific like date or anything. I just knew. I just kind of knew one day, and I couldn't shake her. You know, she was giving me the cold shoulder. You know, like Floyd Mayweather, just like
I just like was real adamant about how I just friend. I would say friend zone.
Yeah, she tried
My
to friend
cold
zone.
shoulder. Like he was like deeply friend
I know,
zone
man.
for a long time.
I know, right? Y'all saw your face. I know.
But I was really happy with my singleness when we ran into each other. So I was right ready to open up and share my life at that time.
I understand what you say. I'm happy with my singleness, and I don't want it to be ruined. I feel that. I felt that it came from a place.
A deep place.
So we know Jerry was the first one to say "I love you." Who was the first one to say "I love you" between Reggie and Cena?
I think it was me. I probably wrote it in a letter.
God, I love you.
Yeah, she was the first one, but I didn't feel that way at that time. So
Yeah, you're a musician, bro. Like you.
So I didn't say it back at that time, but I can't remember what we were doing something, but I did tell her, and it was almost like. But yeah.
Okay, and then Sam Lowe, who said it first?
I said it first.
A lie.
I did, Sam. I text you and I made it real awkward. I was like, I love you, but I mean, I'm not crazy and nothing like that, but we hang out all the time. I love you.
I love the qualifier. She's like, I ain't crazy, but
this is still like, this was a friendly, like, I love you with the love of the Lord. It wasn't like, I was like, okay, cool, I love you too. I tell everybody I love them. But
I don't tell everybody.
I told her first that I loved her from my heart, that I was like, in love with her and all that good stuff. So she gave me a church, I love you, brother Sam. So
side hug. Come on.
Side hug.
I technically said it first.
We'll give it that.
All right. Our resident Barbara Walters has answered the question. Ladies and gentlemen, what was your most memorable date? We'll start with let's start with Jerry and Lindsay. I'm sorry. I was reading Ashley's name and I was trying to say Lindsay, and Ashley was like on the tip of my tongue, and I was like, no, don't do it, because I know y'all get that a lot, especially at church, because people they call you Ashley and they call her Lindsay. So I'm trying not to be that guy.
Most memorable.
Since he's thinking about it, I remember mine. My most memorable day. I'm gonna let you think about it. My most memorable day was actually our first date. We planned it. We were going through like a lot of restaurants that we wanted to go to because I like food, so it had to be food.
Come on,
and see, and we was like, okay, well, there's this spot down the street from where my parents live. And he was, yeah, it's great, da 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 da. So I thought he was talking about some whole other spot, like a nice where we ended up going versus where I thought we were going are close. So I'm thinking this whole the spot. So like I had some of my girls come over, get my hair done, wear makeup, pick out an outfit. I'm like, what the we ended up going to like this little taco spot, and so I'm like all dressed up to go to taco. So like, I'm like,
the funny part
I
is
just
like
used
a
my
taco
girl.
spot is right up Jerry's that's right up Jerry's alley for real. Like I would not expect like a fancy restaurant out of Jerry.
I'm like, well, I'm thinking like it's our first day. We about to like fancy this up. I'm like, I just used my my girl card. I called all my spot up, helped me get all together ready to go eat some tacos. But it was good tacos. We had a good time. But I'm like,
You sound ungrateful. No more tacos for you.
She said they were good tacos, Jerry. Take it as you can get it, bro. Take it as you can get it. They were good tacos.
but it was just getting all
Tacos are
dressed
good.
up. Right, tacos are really good, but just imagine like going to like a dive kind of spot with like a full makeup, hair pressed, heels on. I had heels on, okay? Heels on. I'm like, let me get the number 4.
Come on, restaurant with the numbers. Yes. Jerry, what about you? Did you think of one yet? Do you want us to come back to you?
No, I get it. I would say my most memorable was last year for Valentine's Day. I actually cooked for her, so it wasn't it wasn't tacos. It was some country fried steak and some mac and cheese.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
listen, just to tell everybody, I don't know how to cook, so don't ask me.
Yeah.
So Lindsay's still alive, so we know that went okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Stina, Reggie, what's y'all most memorable day?
Mine was when Reggie cooked for me. We had this. I think it was our anniversary of dating, or was it? No, it wasn't
I don't
that.
remember.
I don't remember exactly what it was, but we had this thing where it was like a night to remember. He had borrowed one of our church members' house and kitchen because he lived in military housing and they didn't have a kitchen. He lived in the barracks, so he made like some steak and all sorts of stuff. But it was really good. He had a candlelight. I was like, okay, Reggie, I see you.
Come on. That's the side of Reggie we don't get to see.
Yeah, I can cook now. I can't get this size, but not eating.
What about you, Reggie? What's your most memorable date?
I don't even think we were even dating yet, but we went to go see I think it was Kings of Comedy, and I went to pick her up, and like she had like this gold glitter all over like her. It was like her neck down. I was like, oh, it's like she's glowing.
Did you LeBron the glitter? Did you LeBron the glitter? It was like,
yeah. Oh god! But I don't know. It wasn't like it was something crazy, but it just caught my attention. I was like, oh, okay, But we went to a few places, and people were like, "How long you been together?" Like, I ain't with her, trying to play her. Like, I don't know. But we had a really good time that night, and that's when I kind of started like, maybe I might like her. But that's like one of the dates I remember. It was like for me, it was like one of those. Oh, okay. you know, if she was doing little things, you know, I pay attention. I might not say that, but you know, she just do a little something. I'm like, oh,
Okay,
okay.
she has you. She has you.
All right.
I hope that you're the one. I hear you.
Well, that's all music. Music everywhere I go. But,
Sam Lowe, what about y'all? Come on.
go ahead, Lo. Tell us about your favorite day.
Oh man, a lot of them.
What span was that?
I'm not gonna talk about Eagle Olive. I'm gonna talk about the day when I
I'll
realized
tell that story. I'll tell that story.
when I realized that I need this is gonna be my man. Like I like him a lot. It was the night we went to my friend's rooftop birthday party, and then afterwards we went to an improv show that wasn't that far away, and it was just like a bunch of drunk white people there, and Sam and I just like had the best time laughing and talking about everybody and watching the improv show, and it was such just a good night.
Come on, let's.
Then
Can
he
we
sang
just?
me on the way home. Have you ever heard of PNB Rock song "Hanging Up My Jersey"?
Yep.
He like played that song on the way to Johnny.
Look,
At home.
I wasn't playing the P&B Rock song, you know, as like a serenade. I just like the song.
He was low key singing the song. But that was just a really wonderful night. Like we spent that whole day together, just was super connected. The vibe was right.
Can we just say amen for the drunk white people that provide us hours and hours of entertainment?
Amen.
Yes.
I love people watching. So like when me and her go anywhere or any of our friends, like we just sit and laugh and talk about it the whole time. Maybe because if you ever seen us in public and we were laughing and then you came over and we stopped laughing. We weren't laughing at you. We were just, you know, done laughing. So just in case, you know, we ran into anybody in public, I think I saw y'all one day. Y'all was laughing.
Disclaimer at the bottom of the
Not even you all. You know, everybody else. The other people. We laugh at when we're out.
Sam, what was is your favorite date the story that you're about to tell us? Or the story you didn't want to tell?
I was just going to say Evil Olive. That was the first time. So if you know, Evil Olive used to be a club in Chicago. And so this is when we were first going to meet. And so I asked her to hang out. Do you want to hang out? Right? And she, you know, from that day forward, she called it the first date. But I was like, no, I asked you to hang out. I never asked you on a date. When I asked her on a real date after that, some weeks later, but I did not count that as a date because I said, do you want to hang out? Not go on a date. I was going to get to know you. You know, but my most memorable
Don't you
date,
do that on a date? Like you go out and hang out to get to know somebody?
Look,
Okay.
I asked to hang out, not to go on the date. Spanky,
You just don't want to take the L
Look.
for Evil Olive, but we don't have to talk about Evil Olive.
Well, so for me, when I ask somebody to hang out, it could be a potential date depending on the response that she says. Like I'm like, you know, the ball is in your court. I've made the arrangement to hang out. What this is up to you.
Well, you know, I'm really specific, and she knows that now. So maybe she does know now that a hangout is a hangout and a date is a date for me. But my most memorable date was we got free tickets to a Chris Brown concert, and like we were at what's the Tinley Park Amphitheater. What tour was that? Was that I don't remember.
He was on tour with her.
Dark Moon or something like that. Whatever it was, that album with like 1,000,001 songs on it. So we went to that concert and it was like great. And of course, we spent a lot of time watching old couples dance, and we were like on the hill. So like we got to watch a lot of old people dancing on the hill. That's cute. How cute. So we got to watch like a lot of like old people dancing on the hill and almost falling. So I just remember the whole time cracking up. We just had a really good time buying overpriced drinks and all that good stuff. Back in that day, I was like Reggie. I wasn't saved for real. You know, I was like a little saved. I was getting it together.
God bless the overpriced drinks.
Right.
So Let me ask you this before we address Jaquay's question. Sam, Cena, did you guys have children before you were married, or like were there kids coming into the marriage? Just asking out of curiosity.
No.
Okay, so you guys had your children when y'all got together.
Yeah.
All right, so then these next round of questions are just for Sam and Lo.
Yeah.
Jaquay, you are very selfish with your questions. Please,
Thank you,
please type in questions that everybody can ask.
Put the spotlight on this tonight. It is the Sam and Low show featuring.
Well, I mean, we can kind of go through the 3 questions that he typed because it's just for you guys, and I think like your answer is going to kind of go through all of them.
Yeah.
So it's like, Lauren, how did Raquel first react to Sam being around, and Sam, is it easy being a recent father now? Was it easy being a recent father now? So we can tackle both of those together.
Okay, so I go first. Raquel and Sam instantly hit it off. Raquel is a very nice, friendly kid. We did kind of a slow transition. He didn't just like boom come into the picture. So
Surprise! I'm your daddy.
Daddy now. No, we would like do little small things, go to the park, go get ice cream. I would like talk to her about him prior to them like coming around each other. And Raquel is really sweet and open to new people. And Sam is really good with children. He got a billion nieces and nephews. Used to teach kids, so he was able to handle her really well, talk to her really well. He's a great role model and best example. So I would say it was like an ideal connection.
So Sam, how does it feel to be a bonus father?
I feel good. Rocky stepped on my shoes the first time I met her. I met her at a birthday party for a friend that we met through her daughter. And Rocky like stepped on my shoes and didn't say anything to me. But then eventually, but she didn't know me then. That was when her mom would still give me the cold shoulder. So it was cool.
That was a test, bro. It was a test.
Her mom, and she was like, "Who was that dude?" But I enjoy it. One of the greatest things in my life is being a husband and a father. So that was like being married. And I proposed to Rocky too. After I proposed to Lo, and so I made sure to take them both on dates during that engagement period. And just I love it. I enjoy it. Every day she steals my flip flops, and because I have a thing about not wearing shoes at all. And so, like, she steals my flip flop because she knows it annoys me, and I won't get out the bed. I won't move where I'm at until I get my shoes back. So, like,
Dude, I want you guys to come over so I can just walk around barefoot around you.
It's your
house. So we're back to our Barbara Walters. Yes. How do you two balance each other out? For example, serious versus funny. How do you guys balance each other out? Reggie and Cena, let's start with you guys. Because Reggie's super laid back, and I'm kind of curious to see. Because Cena, you kind of laid back too. Sometimes.
Reggie is the funny one. I'm more the serious one.
I could not tell that.
Yeah. He's the calmness. I'm the one 0 to 60. Yeah, he's just the one be like, think, Cena. Don't react, Cena. Like, you need to calm down, Cena.
Oh no. Wait, let's stop right there. Let's pause right there. How does that feel when someone tells you to calm down when you know you don't want to be calm?
Oh, I'm not gonna be calm.
Oh, so he says it so he can say "I told you so" later when you calm down.
She actually calms down.
I'll calm
more
down
now,
some,
but yeah. Back when we first kind of got together, it was like, man, if she lost it, it was like. But she never lost it on me. I'm just saying whoever that person was,
So you just kept bail money in your back pocket. I get it.
Yeah, she has I'll say a extreme temper, but I do too. But I'm like that candle that takes a long time to So when I do though, I kind of go too far. So that's why I try not to do it. But I'm funny sometimes too.
So how we balance each other out is that we know pretty much how to calm each other down and what to do to take each other off.
You
So
know your buttons. Y'all know each other's
yeah.
buttons.
Yeah.
Poking them joint.
She knows your calm spot where you just get between the eyes and just be like, calm down. Jared Lenz, how do you guys balance each other out?
I want to amen that corner. Like, I get it. I am the 0 to 80 million, and Jerry's the, like, he'll shrug his shoulders at it real quick. Whereas I'm the kind of person like, get stuff done, do this, do that. No. Jerry's like, we'll get to it tomorrow, and tomorrow comes. We'll get to it next tomorrow. He's very relaxed, so I think it works out because and I agree, if you say calm down, I'm like, calm down for what? There's this new little TikTok out where they're like, when your husband's really quiet and people are coming after him, and then you see the wife come out of nowhere and talk.
Oh yeah. I'm the wife.
For me, I would like to say I do it not, because being honest is very weird. I can get 0 to like 8,000, but I hate confrontation. And so like I hate confrontation. Like, I don't like being put in those predicaments. So I'll try and start out slow, tell you very nicely, like, hey, look, let's talk about this. Let's discuss why you just ticked me off and why you shouldn't do it again. But then after that, then it's just, and he'll be like, no, just walk away. Just walk away. So I mean, we work out very, very nicely together.
Okay, low Sam.
We're really different. I'm a social girl. I'm a like, let's talk through it type person, and Sam is too. So we're really good at just like talking through our like issues. Sam is like Jerry, real laid back. Nothing bothers him. That bothers me. The fact that he's so unbothered.
What I need to be bothered for? Why do I need to be bothered?
Preach.
Why do I need to be bothered?
We need y'all to be up there.
Y'all need to be bothered.
Right. It makes me feel like we're not alone and crazy. Like, if we're there by ourselves, it makes us feel crazy. But whatever we're bothered about is a legit reason why we're bothered. Like, that's why.
You bothering us by being bothered.
You should be more angry. Like, if I'm at the restaurant and something is wrong, I need you to be like, it's wrong too. Don't let me be the only one out there.
I mean, if I had a problem, I could say, I got a problem. But, if I don't just jump right on, hey, excuse me. Oh. The reason I don't do that kind of stuff because I don't know what they go and do. They're like, oh, this guy didn't like his food. No.
It's not good.
That's why you complain at the end.
That's why I be nice. Hey, excuse me, brother.
But that's why you start out nice at the beginning, like, excuse me, but the meal was wrong. I want to know if you can correct it. I want to know if you can correct it. And if it's not corrected, that's when it like starts to slowly escalate. Like, I asked you nicely the first time. The second time, I know there's a problem. The third time, it's a problem with me and you. Let's correct it.
And this is why we got to be the calm one. Two people can't bail each other out at the same time.
Right.
I'm scared. Low Sam, did y'all want to continue like your who balances, like how y'all balance each other up?
I'm really like a get to it, depending on what it is. Like I'm somebody who, if my mind is set on something, like I'm there, because and I think she's starting to realize this more and more now, that by the time that I told her about something or we were asked about it and we discussed it, I've already thought everything out A to Z. And so I'm either like, yes, I'm down, or no, I'm not down. And so that bothers her a lot because I'll be like, nope. I'll be like, yes. This is my answer. I give her a yes or I give her a no. But in the meantime, I don't really tell her why yes or no. It's just like in my head, I figured it out. No, this is good. Yes, that is bad, or whatever the case is. So.
Cool.
That's so annoying.
So-
I mean, I'm getting used to it.
Yeah, no, and I just noticed that like your husband's being unbothered is a trigger point, and I think you all need deliverance from that. Said unbothered, everybody was like, "Oh no!"
Really quick funny story. Really quick funny story. So me and Jerry went to the Marvel exhibit yesterday, right? And so at the end of everything, huh?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
At the end of everything, there was a photo booth, and the way they set it up was so weird. Like they wanted to make it, I got it at the end of it. They wanted to make it like a game machine where when you put in coins, they're like, oh, you have 1 credit, 2 credit, 3 credit. But mind you, we're paying with the credit card, right? So we tapped the card and it was like, okay, you now have 1 credit, keep paying. Excuse you. Tap the card again. You now have 2 credits. Keep paying. By the 5th credit, I was at the desk. I was at the customer service desk. I want to know if they're going to keep charging me, because what it's saying is the way it's racking up these credits is that it's $10 per credit, and I don't need a $50 charge on my engine. And Jerry was like, we got the picture. I'm like but what makes it work? I asked him first, I'm like, you want to go find out what's going on with the money? Because we keep tapping this car. You want to go find out what's going on? And he was like, yeah, you can go find out what's going on. By the time I get over there, he's trying to flat. I'm like, now I look like a crazy lady. I'm like, I'm not crazy. I just want to know why do we keep charging?
I feel sorry for Xfinity after this show. Because you were about to go in.
Look, so I'm gonna know. It's safe to say that y'all aren't invited back to the Marvel. With the mask, it's just like no.
Both of them gonna come in with Captain America mask on.
Wait, which one though? The new one or like the other one?
They probably haven't seen it. Wasn't it?
Hey.
Disney Plus. Yeah. Okay.
First and foremost, I do want to acknowledge the new one. We won't acknowledge the new one, but if you haven't seen what Winter Soldier and Falcon yet, like check it out. It's a good series. We got a question. When was your first kiss? Asked by Dana Fiverr.
Dana Fiverr. That's Grace. Dana Fiverr.
She's
too young for this question. I'm joking.
What's the kiss? You need to log off right now. Come back. Let me go call somebody. I remember my first kiss. We went on a date. I had just left a job in it, and we went to a froyo place in Evanston. And she had met me there. I don't think did I get that job? I don't think I got that job. I don't remember. I think I did. Oh, that was when I interviewed for CFS. So I interviewed actually for the place that she works at now. And so we met up, and after the date was over with, this was a real date. We went to get froyo, and I just asked, like, can I give you a kiss? And she was like, "Oh, I would love to give you a kiss." No, but I can I give her a kiss? I was being respectful and respectful. Yeah. She gave me a kiss.
Yeah. I kind of laughed. It was so cute. It was like he asked for permission. I mean, that is very respectful, but usually it kind of just happens organically.
No means no, gentlemen. Ask for permission.
Consent. This is a show of consent.
Right. We won't play that.
Let's go, Cena and Reggie. Let's do that.
Our first kiss was the Kings of Comedy movie.
First
See?
date.
Ha,
That was your favorite date. Is that why it's your favorite date? Left an impression.
Right.
All right.
You
And
can tell
Jared
some.
Lindsay.
Oh, you want me to tell it?
You can tell it.
It was a great and glorious April 14th, 2015.
Wow.
So I
Wait. He know the date.
He said the date.
It's saved
Jerry
my
set
phone.
the bar.
The birds were perfect.
The bar is set very high. Jerry, come on, man. Calm that down, bro.
so
I probably got the date written down too in our book.
Y'all got a book?
Hmm
This was before all the technology stuff.
Right.
We have a huge scrapbook of our first.
Aww.
With all the letters still in there.
Yep.
The yes
Yeah.
no
Wrote
maybe
down. Yeah.
with the comment card.
That's so cute.
Yep. My first flower that he gave me.
Aw.
Aww.
Beautiful. This is beautiful. I need me a scrap. We need a scrapbook. I don't like scrapbooks.
I think
The
we'll
term.
start it, but just not finish it. We'll get to like page 2 and be like,
The swerve is real right there. He was like, "We need a." I don't like swap books. Oh, okay. So we're going to back to Barbara Walters. What was the confirmation that your spouse was the one that you prayed for? We getting deep. 1 hour and 11 minutes into the show.
It was confirmed in front of the whole church for me.
It really was.
Twice. Look, we were in like Apostle Lathan was receiving her healing, so it was a lot of guests coming back to back. What was that? 2019. And weeks before, I had a conversation with Elder Harris, and I was like, just kind of around the same thing. Like, how did she know? It was confirmation for her to marry her husband. And she was like, she asked God, make it plain. And so she was like, if you want to know, ask God to make it plain, right? So I did that, right? And a few weeks later, Elder Harrell one day after service pulled me to the side, and she was like, Sam, you getting married? I was like, And then like the week later, Erica, who works with us in media, she was like, Sam, I had this vision, Prophetess Erica.
Prophetess Erica.
Woman of God. She said, I had a vision of you. And you had on this coat, and it was a fine coat. No, but she was like, I had a dream, and I saw you in it, and you getting married. And I had on like this really shiny coat or whatever. And then the next week, we had, I guess, Bishop Senegal came, and he gave me a word, and was like, yeah, she the one. And then like 2 weeks later, Prophet Elijah Berrien came and gave me the same word. So
by name, he called her by name.
Both of them called me by name. And, as Apostle Lathan said, she became the most popular girl in Liberty because she didn't go to Liberty. My friends knew about her, so like Spanky, Lindsay, my close people knew about Lauren, but I wasn't big on like exposing it to the church. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna wait until I thought I was married. You feel me? And then everybody are married now. This is my wife. Because Saints be nosy.
years later.
Saints be nosy.
Do she
That's
go
a
to
t-shirt.
church? What church she go to? It's a pastor saved. I'm like, oh.
All right, that's a t-shirt. Saints be nosy. Saints be nosy.
How you know?
Like
We'll get the newlyweds last. Let's go, Cena and Reggie.
For me, it was once again the safety. He made me feel safe. He made me feel like pretty much he took away like the bad memories of dating. And I knew right there, like, if you can make me forget about the past, the hurts, all of that stuff, you're the one.
I hope that you're the one.
Oh my gosh.
What is speaker? He's walking around with in his background.
With his phone. This is pre-cell phone. So.
I was about to say,
Throwing notes in the window.
All right, Jerry, Jerry and Lindsay.
Ooh, I would say for me, it was around the time we weren't together. I think we had broke up, and she was encouraging me to date other people.
Listen.
So, it's weird. So she was encouraging me to date other people, and now like just wait on her to be
That made my
ready.
beard itch.
So, so I remember it was this one lady I was talking to, and I literally saw myself like go on one date with her and just telling her straight to her face, like, you are not my wife. Lindsay is. And she didn't even know who Lindsay was.
All right, not my wife.
So, right. So, so after that, that's when I really, really knew.
Okay. All right. Those are some stories.
You got me bold with it.
Lo, when did you know that I was the one?
I knew for sure after the prophecies. I had been praying so hard, like for God to give me some type of sign if this is the direction that I should be going in. I don't want to waste any time. I do have a child. Like, is this where you want me to be? And so when I found out about those prophecies, it was kind of like, thanks God. That was pretty quick because like literally right before that, I was just like fasting, praying, like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Like, I really want to make a turn in my life and I want to have the right people in my life and be with the right person. So that really confirmed that I was doing the right thing.
Okay.
Because I told Jesus, I said, look, this ain't the one, Jesus. I'll kick you to the curb real quick. You feel me?
For real.
I ain't gonna waste my time. I ain't gonna waste your time, Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it.
Cena, what about you? You agreed with Reggie? When he said,
No, I said that.
"Oh, I'm sorry, Reggie. What did you feel?" I'm sorry.
I got out of it.
Reggie was in his musician mode. Reggie was like, you know what? I'm just gonna play over here.
Right.
Hey, Faith.
Right.
It was I can't even remember exactly when, but it was something that happened, and the way the situation played out, it made me realize that she was a rider. So I was like, I was just talking to God. I was like, God, if she's the one, just give me a sign. And that was like that one thing, and I can't even remember what it was. It didn't nothing like you would expect it to be, but it was just God showing me like, look, she's gonna have your back like that. So that's when that's when I was like, okay. So that's when I started making my moves, like, hey, she was already smitten with me, but that's when I knew. That's when that that incident that happened, that it just confirmed some that sign that God gave me.
Nice.
Lindsay.
I was waiting like Reggie, like I was just gonna wonder to see if anyway. For me, it was, so to be honest, it was a two-step. What's name? What did you say?
No, keep going with the story. Keep on with your story.
Keep going.
It's not important.
I bet you if I watch that playback, it's me and you. No, honestly, for me, before we even started dating, God had to first let me know that I was supposed to be married. Period. Like it was this one time, like I knew where I wanted to be in life, when I wanted to get there, how I wanted to get there. I had my plan, and I look. If you ever want to hear God laugh, as I said, tell God what your plan was. And so, God like literally stopped me in the middle of my track. Was like, so you telling me all this stuff, but I just want to let you know that if you get to where you want to go, because I want to be corporate office corner with the window. If you get where you want to go, you are going to be bitterest, unhappiest person like ever. You think you want that, but you don't. So, right. So, when we started dating, I was like, all right, guys, so let me know, yeah or nah, because I ain't got time for this. Everybody was like, I fasted and I prayed, which is cool. I was like, I had to be real with God, yeah or no. Like, tell me.
So you ain't got time. You're like
So
20. You're like 21.
Well, you just graduated high school.
it was down the line, of course. Because as Jeremy said, most people don't know that we broke up. Not a lot of people know that part. Not a lot of people know behind the scenes of relationships. So by the time I was like, here I am, 25, 26. We've been dating for some time, year or not. And guy had to tell me, he was like, okay, well, remember how I told you was about to be bitter? Have you ever been bitter with him? Have you ever been unhappy? Have you had fun? Yes. Okay, then. And then it was the same service as well. That Sam got his prophecy. All of them with Bishop Senegal was hanging out like super late, just hanging out talking. And like
Hanging
I
out
get a
with the
message,
boys super late.
hanging out with the boys, playing Uno. I find out, and like
What? Spiritual
and
Uno.
reverse those demons.
Pick up 2 amens. Pick up 4 hallelujahs.
Yes. And Jerry tells me that Bishop Senegal told him, was like, oh, so are you dating? Because I was also asking in that service, like, okay, God, like you calling people out. You call me out though. But he got after the service. He was like, so are you dating? How long have you been dating? Why aren't you married? We're like, well, cause in this economy, and so God not gonna provide. I mean, but so why aren't you married? And then that's it. Like there was no excuse after that.
Okay.
So you got hemmed up in the back pretty much. Go get
So why
married.
you getting married?
What you mean? Oh, no. Cool.
Okay. Well, then we got one more Barbara Walters question. This is gonna be the last question we're gonna do for the night.
Yeah.
What advice would you give? What advice would the seasoned married couples give to the newlyweds?
Oh, that will be us, huh?
You guys are the seasoned members of the wedding club.
But actually,
We've been married for 6 days. Yes.
my advice is learn each other, because you think you know somebody, but you don't. And it's for me, it's a balance of learning them and understanding yourself, because you can't really help somebody else if you don't understand yourself. So if I'm triggering her with something, I have to look at myself and see, why am I doing it? Is it something that I went through when I was younger, or you know what I mean, that's triggering something that maybe she went through when she was younger? So it's a act of understanding each other, and then as you learn what makes each other mad. But then you get to a point of growth where you try not to do that, not just because you don't want to have to deal with them being mad, it's because you don't want to bring out that side of them, because the goal is to build something. And it's easy once you know somebody's life and their history, how to tear them down. But we're trying to build each other, we're trying to build our family, we're trying to build our kids. So we're not saying we're perfect or anything like that, but that's what you should strive to do, is to set a foundation to where you're building on learning each other. So when something does, you see a situation where your spouse is about to flip, you can go ahead and pre-diverge the that situation. And that comes from wisdom. And then for me, I get mad too, and she knows when I'm getting mad, when I don't know I'm getting mad. But in the end, I think back, I was like, oh yeah, I was getting mad. He's like, your knee was shaking, so I know you was getting. I'm kind of like on anger management. I'm not angry.
Sir, I need you to calm down, sir.
I
Turn
So,
into the
but
hug. You want to know why? I'm
oh
able to
gosh,
control it. I'm always angry.
and sadly, that's how I feel sometimes. But that's why I like to joke too. But but honestly, it's just learning each other and definitely put God first. Prayer, God is God's love is what kept us together, and I can't act like it didn't. We're not perfect, She's done things, I've done things where hey, for some people they will leave. You know what I mean? But us understanding that God put us together, and the devil wants to see people separated. They want to see people break apart, and you never know the millions of lives that are supposed to be touched as a couple. A lot of people try to do stuff on their own. Like, she's an awesome person by herself. She got 15 jobs. She's Jamaican in a sense.
15 jobs? You got
15 jobs.
15 jobs?
But, like independently, we can do a lot, but together we can do so much more. So, I say to the younger couple, just learn each other and take that time and never let life situations keep you from dating.
I would say the same thing. Don't stop dating. Um, One of the things that we have that we make sure we do is we get bottled down by our life. We have kids, we have businesses, we have ministry, but we set aside time for us. That's where we're not, no one's parents, no one's interrupting. Like we turn off the outside, just even, it's not even a long day, it's a couple of hours where we're just catering to each other. We're building on our love, we're talking, we're setting goals, we're preparing and planning. Another thing is one of the rules I had was I never wanted a TV in our bedroom because I didn't want it to take away from us. That was our place of
Oh, the entertainment.
Special entertainment. Yeah.
that was the place where we come together. I didn't want a TV. I didn't want us talking about bills or anything like that in our bedroom. Anything that would upset, our atmosphere. Our bedroom is our safe place. So I didn't want that stuff. But also, you know, being around other married people, listening and learning. One of the things Apostle used to always teach is, you want to know where you're going in life, watch the people you hang around. So, you know, for us, we're around a lot of married couples. We see a lot of married couples. We have examples. Reggie's parents was married for 38 years before his dad passed. Um, my dad and my stepmom been married 41 years. So it is having those examples, of marriage, of foundation, really set the mark. And prayer, keeping God first, knowing the plans of the enemy. The enemy wants to separate the family, he wants to draw a wedge. So, with that, we know when things come up that tries to draw it, we know it's a spiritual fight. It's not him, it's not me. We know it's literally spiritual. It's something that's trying to rip us apart because the enemy don't want to see that. From our generation, the friends that we have, people that we've been around, we're the longest married, probably the only married. So we knew we had a lot of weight on our shoulder. So we prayed a lot. Whenever things come up, we talked about it. So keep that friend first because you were friends before marriage. You were friends before you were dating. keep that foundation and build from it.
That's good. Yeah, we were definitely friends for a long time. Long time. I would say, don't remember if you're getting married or if you want to be in a serious long-term relationship. This is for anybody. You have to be able to serve that person.
Yes.
Serve outside of yourself. So even when you don't want to serve, like Lo is really great at serving me, and I don't ask for much. I'm really low key. I don't want much. I do want to spit some gym shoes, but other than that, I'm pretty. Oh, you about to show the bacon.
Bacon.
Hey, look, if anybody with a bad old shoe, sit up Spanky. We'll work out a deal. No, we won't. We won't.
You pay full price, all $2,000.
But remember to serve. You always should be wanting to serve yourself, even when you don't feel like it. Even if you're tired, even if they made you upset, and you're like, "Oh, I can't stand them." You know what I'm saying? You still want to show them that you, even though you are upset with them, mad at them, that you still love them, and nothing is going to make you stop loving them.
Lo, you want to get in on that?
Yeah, you all said it all, but never stop dating, never stop flirting with one another. Self-care is really important. You have to be your best self in order to, have a family and be there for somebody else. So make sure that you're doing what you need to do for yourself so that you're at your 100% full potential and keeping God first and knowing your spouse love language. Sam's love language is quality time and words of affirmation. So I try to affirm him daily in our time that we carve out for each other. I prioritize that to make sure that I'm giving him that time and affirming him constantly and like feeding into him. And like when he is feeling like he can't do it, I give that back to him.
That's good. That was a sermon.
Expensive sneakers. Expect a lot of money. Like, you look up stuff on Yelp, it is like $1 sign, $2 sign, $3. Mine is like $5 or $6 signs on these shoes. I need Spanky's love language is bacon.
Bacon. That's the only reason I bought these shoes is because they're called the Bacons.
The bacon.
A video is coming soon, Loki. But no, that was a good sermon from both Cena and Reggie and Sam and Lo. If you would like to contribute to their ministries, hit my Cash App at Alfonso Jones, and we will distribute funds accordingly. No, we want to thank you guys for being on the show tonight. You guys have been super enlightening.
Enlightening.
There we go. Enlightening. We appreciate you guys. Please do not leave right away. We're gonna just holler at y'all backstage. So hang tight real quick. Thank you guys so much. Ladies and gentlemen, again, we have Jerry and Lindsay, the Anthonys. We have Reggie and Cena, the Williams, and we have Sam and Lo, the Anthonys. All right. Thank you guys so much. We'll be back with you guys. Wow. Such a great show.
Amazing.
Y'all gave me some inspiration. I might go try to find a wife tonight or tomorrow. Not tonight. I'm going to tonight. I'm sitting there that WYD text. What you doing? Let's get married. Let's get married.
Jesus rose on the same day.
Jesus rose, and so did my love for you.
You know what last Sunday was? Palm Sunday. I'm trying to lay hands.
Yikes! I think for all the saints, that's for after you get married. Then you lay hands.
After, yes. So.
Then you lay hands.
Later, both hands.
No, it's such a good thing. I hope you guys were blessed by tonight's service of love. Love services.
Yeah, Lord.
Yeah. But no, we like, so if you have any questions, I don't think they're making themselves available to ask them any questions, but if you're cool with them like that, shoot them some questions if you want to know more about or get some advice because they are very spiritual couples. Well, Cena and Reggie is. Jerry and Lindsay not so much. I'm joking.
I
They
told
still
y'all,
try to
man,
get saved.
if you know me, I'll tell you, look, I get saved daily. So you catch me on a raw day, fam. You might get some bad. Yeah, nah, don't. No, I'm joking. I don't give you no bad advice. Not bad relationship advice. I might give you bad life advice. Like, yeah, that old lady said, "What do you at work? Punch in the face for sure."
Punch her in the face.
Just tell her one good time. She ain't gonna say nothing else to you.
Everybody need one. Everybody just need one good punch in the face. You learn your lesson real
Right.
quick. What not to say and what to say.
Yeah.
I condone face punching every now and then. If they really deserve it. If they
And if
really
you don't
deserve
want to punch somebody in the face, TP their car in the parking lot. Get some.
it. Minor inconvenience. TP their car on a rainy day. Do that.
Ooh. Oh, I'll read, man. Somebody did that to me.
TP somebody on a rainy day. That's how you get them. Don't do it on a sunny day. They could just pull it off. Get it on a rainy day so it sticks to the windows.
Stick to it. Stick to it.
That one's for free. If you want to do more vengeful, petty things, hit up my Cash App at $ Alfonso Jones, and I will give you.
When he get his payment, he gonna send you some petty things.
I will send you a 30 bullet points of petty.
I like that. I'm gonna send that. Also, if you send an extra $5, I send my book How to Slide in DM.
Hey, well, it's still the running thing in these shows is the DMs or the love letters, the little the folded do you like me, yes, no, maybe, and then also remember, if you haven't learned anything from tonight, add a comment section to your yes, no, maybe cards. You will get feedback. It will be helpful feedback.
Yeah,
that will lead to you getting married.
Yeah. Somebody was like, "Oh, I left a comment section and I didn't get married." Well,
look at the comments. Maybe your breath stank too bad, and he didn't think it was fixable.
Yes, why you not married?
Maybe your wig was coming off in the middle of your date, and maybe one of your eyelashes fell in your pork chop and you ate it.
That's right. That's a way to ruin the day. I promise you, if that happened when I was out here singing, good thing low eyelashes never fell off.
It's like you drinking water and you see an eyelash float. You got something in your water.
Right. You got something in your soup.
You might want to address that in the bathroom.
Please dry it off first, though, please, because I always get
shake it. Shake it off. Shake it off. But no, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. We are having way too much fun, and we are an hour and a half into the show. As you can see from tonight, my gigs are very, very it's a good way to get some brownie points. So come to my gigs, support every one of the bands that I play in, and you may get married. You never know. So I'll post all of my gigs on Facebook. Make sure you follow me on social medias and come to the gigs. You might actually meet the one. And then you might have that moment from where you sitting on one side of the room and they sitting on the other side of the room and we actually play Prototype in a couple of bands. So you never know. You might hear me sing, I hope that you're the one.
And then you glide over.
You just glide over. Like you just,
But why are you sliding, sir? Can you not do that? That's a weird way to make a first impression.
Hey.
How's it going?
What is that? Is that glitter? Or hey, glitter. Sprinkle yourself in glitter. That's what Cena did, and she got Reggie. They've been married for 30 plus years.
Sprinkle or glitter. Why not?
Salt Bay glitter in your face. It'll work. Salt Bay in the backstage area. So again, thank you guys for being thanks everybody for being on the show. Thanks for watching tonight. We had so much fun with you all. Thanks for your questions. Jaquay, we're also praying for Jerry and Lindsay's Wi-Fi.
Yes.
She said I did not sprinkle myself in glitter.
Sensible.
Sprinkle, bathe, however you say it, you were shining, you were glistening. You
Glisten
know,
for Earl Glisten.
Earl Glisten was
What
glistening
happened,
with
Earl
convocation.
Glisten?
It just keeps coming back. Glistening is becoming a word.
That was
I hope
one of my favorite parts of like convocation, talking about his last name. Not talking about him, ladies and gentlemen, talking about his last name being Glisten is just such a cool last name. And he was like
glisten.
real cool. Like you gotta be cool with the last name Glisten. Like, yeah, my last name Glisten, you feel me?
It's smooth, man. It's a whole line in itself. Said, girl, after messing with me, you'd be glisten. You know,
Yeah. With Earl Glisten.
Earl Glisten.
Make sure that you all tune in next week. Why? Because next week's show is the show about nothing, right?
Woo.
The fan edition, right? So this is where all of you all who tune in faithfully, and some of you all who don't tune in faithfully, and if you just want to get on the internet and be broadcast, join us, and we will be sending out the link to join us on StreamYard. I'm sorry.
Stream live. Yeah, no, stream live.
StreamYard. We'll be sending out the link to people during the show where you can join us on StreamYard. So like, if you
I
ever,
think we should just post it. We should just post it like in the thing. And if you're brave enough, you click the link and come on the show.
yeah,
But don't be mad if you get kicked off because we ain't taking no stuff.
at all.
Don't be
Look,
coming and talking crazy.
and we want y'all to know. Look, you need to have a stable internet connection.
Do not be Jerry and Lindsay.
Nah, you need to have good lighting,
Do not be Jerry and Lindsay.
and then you also need a good microphone,
Do not be Reggie and Cena.
and then you also need a good camera.
Be like me and Sam.
Now, if you want to know where to purchase one of these cameras from, for $59.99, I'll let you know where to get it from at full price.
For an extra $100 of the price of the camera, I'll get it for you, and then I'll deliver.
That's fancy. I ain't
Hey,
delivering nothing.
It's a light week. I can drive around today. This
I'll
week.
send you the box for an extra $30. I'll send you the box. That's it.
And Lindsay, we believe you. You would definitely
Yeah,
jump us.
I'm sorry, Lizzie. I don't want no
Extremely
smoke.
violent.
I'm getting
She
close
hates-
to 30, and now my body's starting to act up and do weird stuff. So I don't want no smoke.
Lindsay and Jackie hang out together, and they both beat me.
They punch hard.
Where's my help sign?
Help me.
Help me.
If you're in trouble, blink twice. That's what Lizzie said earlier today.
How many times is twice? No, we are okay. We gotta get out of it. So yeah, if you want to be on the show next week, look out for the link. It's gonna be in the bio of next week's show. We're gonna post that show. We're gonna post that show. What, Monday, Tuesday?
Yes, Monday or Tuesday. Yes.
So if you want to get on the show, just save that post in your saves on Facebook and YouTube, and then like go back to it on Sunday and click the link. We look forward to seeing who's brave enough to come on the show and hang with Spank and Sam.
Yeah, you feel me? It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be entertainment.
Also, I'm gonna need y'all to buy some merch. I'm gonna need y'all to buy some merch. We trying to do some stuff. We trying to take this show on the road. Maybe next season we might actually get a desk and be on the same place at the same time instead of in our living rooms. That way my cat won't keep jumping in my shot.
I feel like Fate is somewhat bean bugging you. Like, what you say?
She over there looking at me, just sitting. Your sitting self.
Are you tagging Cats being on LIN Live? Back to merch so we can get a studio.
Right. We want to be in the studio. Help us fund our studio. We're going to have like LED lights. I know Larry going to fund because he like LED lights. We're going to have LED lights and TVs and all these fancy things. So let's buy some merch.
Yeah. And then we're going to fly guests in like Reggie and Cena. I'm lying. We not flying nobody in. We still going to see y'all over the internet.
We'll pay for y'all Uber. From San Diego to Chicago. Let's see how much that is.
That's gonna be a good, probably $2,000-3,000.
$10,000.
Yeah, so yeah, nah, but we'll send you a paper plane in the mail and say, thinking of you. So
Do you want to come on the show? Yes, no, maybe in the comment section. But also scrapbooking, man, that seems to be a thing that keeps, because then you can reflect back, because if you ain't got Facebook memories together, you might as well have might as
uh,
well have a hardcore, Facebook like memories, like
yeah,
ticket
for real.
stubs to movies and pictures with Spank whenever you come to my gigs. I take a
Yeah.
picture and just be like, I give you the finger point of success.
I did this.
All right. So with that being said, also follow us on Instagram individually, like you see down there, and then also at LIN Live Official,
Yes.
because we be doing some cool things on there. Like last time, people who follow us on Instagram got T-shirts. We gave them T-shirts. They got free T-shirts.
Yep. They got
You know what
free
I'm saying?
merch. They,
Free
have,
merch.
they ain't have to pay for their merch.
We shipped it to them and everything. They
I
got
think
it.
we're gonna do some more merch. I think why not?
So follow us on Instagram.
What that
Save the post. Oh, go ahead. No, I was about to close it up.
see this response. And not everybody got a shirt. It was just some people.
It was a contest.
Contest. A random drawing. I'm sorry. I don't want no smoke. See that.
Hold on, wait. Cena and Reggie are coming back for this one question. So you really think Facebook could probably go away like MySpace?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
I actually
don't
like
see
my
it.
space, but
I mean, you can still go, like, I can go on my old MySpace page and get like my pictures that I wanted, but you can't really do anything on there, and it moves super slow.
Okay.
Like
it's
I don't.
they
1 server now.
Wi-Fi.
I don't think they got Jerry and Lizzie Wi-Fi on MySpace.
It's an old person walking on the treadmill running their
But
wife.
yeah, I do think eventually it'll fade out because now people are more on the Instagram and Twitter trend. I think Facebook is going to eventually probably fade out.
It's going to be like MySpace. It's going to be a bunch of old people on there.
Pretty much.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Reggie and Cena, for your
That was the word of the Lord.
your input. Wow.
Delete
So
your Facebook because it's about to be gone.
save all your Facebook content. They give you an option to archive it and you can download it. Do that. If you got memories that you want to say. If you have memories that you don't want to relive, then delete it. I had a whole section of memories that I deleted. It works really well.
It be like that, man. It be like that. You gotta delete the past. Everything.
Walk away. Just walk away.
Mm-hmm.
So let's wrap this up. So follow us on Instagram. Archive your Facebook page so you can download it. Buy some merch. Buy some merch. We love you. And we'll see you all next week.
It's LIN